Many people, they have videos on YouTube, they speak about Islam. They are English speakers. They watch my videos and they learn from them, and then they claim that they are the one who know. I'm not against you to learn from me and to say it's you, no problem. But I noticed that there's sometimes people miss honesty. Like, it doesn't hurt you to say, I learned this from this person. And the easiest way actually to find out if those people knows what they are talking about really, if you ask them where you can find the reference of what you are saying. Like, can you give me the reference in Arabic? And then you will see he cannot provide it to you, because simply he did not make it, he did not have it by himself. He learned from me. So it's a good Christian behavior to give a credit to the one who taught you. Nothing wrong to say I learned this from a Christian prince, and nothing wrong for me to say I learned this from let us say from brother Sam Shamoun. You know, he's a great guy. So if I learn something from him, like in the other day he was making comments about the Bible, I learned something new from him. I never heard it before, you know. So I never thought about it before. You know, I read the same verse many times before, but I never thought about it this way. So it's good to say, you know what, I learned this from this person. Why not? You know, appreciate the teacher. We appreciate Paul because he's a teacher. So we say Paul said. I don't take the credit for myself, right? I say, you know, Luke said, Matthew said, Jesus said. So it's good to share, you know, to share the knowledge and the same time to give the credit. And this is why actually I ask everybody, you want to copy my videos, feel free. I'm the one actually asking people always to copy my videos, right? But you don't say you are a Christian prince. That's not nice, right? That is not nice at all. So do we have any question here? The guy named Mask Arab on YouTube has a lot of things. Hold on, I lost a comment where it is. Has a lot of things are in your book. Your book came before your videos. You mean his book came, my book became before his videos, right? Yeah, you know, we don't know really. Maybe he know it. I don't know. However, it's good. The whole point of making books, making videos is to spread knowledge and not to keep it to ourselves. You know, but sometimes, like, you know, you find it annoying. Somebody, he learns something from you and then he claimed that he is the one who know it. Even sometimes I hear this in my chat room in front of me. I just told them, this is remind me actually, once I was in the army and I was shooting, and I have the major next to me, and I was shooting with the normal gun, and I was able to make it automatic. So he looked at me, he said, how you can do that? So I showed him how he can do that. And then another officer, he came, and he said he saw the officer, the big officer, shooting automatic with the normal gun, the same we have. So he said to him, sir, how you can do that? And then the big officer, he said to him, son, when I used to shoot, you were not even born. And he looked at me like, I remember, you know, like, don't let it go. I just taught you how to do it. So he's telling the other guy, when I was shooting, you are not even born, my son. You know, and this is what I call hypocrisy. You know what I mean? I just taught you how to do it, and now the guy came after us, and you are telling him that you know it because you are the master. All right. Why will no Muslims debate you? Someone is asking. Well, Muslims will not debate me because then Muslims, they choose their cherries. You know, your reputation go before you. There is a debate I did between me and the guy, his name Nabil Bayekli. I don't know if you know him, Dr. Nabil Bayekli. Let me see if I can get his debate. It's on YouTube. You know, I'm trying to find it. Anyway, what happened that those people, if they know they will debate me, it was two guys. Nabil Bayekli, he is he's have a PhD in Islam, I think, and he is the head of the Islamic Center of Tennessee. They accept to debate me because they do not know who is a debater. If they know that it's a Christian prince, they will not debate. You know, I'm trying to find the videos. So what happened always when you debate, and people, they see what you can do. Actually, this is one of the. Here we go. This is the video here. Let me share in the screen. This is an old video, by the way. Just to give you an example why Muslims they will not debate me. So this is the guy, Dr. Nabil Bayekli. You see his picture, and this is Imam Malik Sar. All right. So those people they thought they are going to debate a Christian minister or a Christian scholar. So they accept, but it was a trap for them because they never thought that this person we will debate, he knows a lot more than what they know about the religion. So the debate was very horrible for them. Then, after you have the debate, people post it in YouTube, all right? And a smart person like Shabir Ali, he will never debate me after watching this, or watching my debate with the Sheikh Hisham Al-Husseini, the head of the Islamic Center in Michigan. They, those people, they choose their, let us say, their victims. When the Muslims debate, they choose really who to debate. Like, Shabir Ali, he accepted to debate David Wood, right? Shabir Ali, David. They debated together, but Shabir Ali will never debate me because he knows that debating me is going to be a big problem. But debating David Wood is nothing really, like, because David Wood knowledge about Islam is very limited, and at the same time he is a reader more than let us say a person who have knowledge about Islam. Like, he have it in like, let's say he have the knowledge. He is just reading, he is learning, and he is reading from translation. Like, if you look in his hand, what David Wood is going to bring to Shabir Ali is not expected. Nothing. Because all what is translated is what going to be in between is the hand of David Wood, if he know it all. All right. So Shabir Ali is not worried about something unexpected, something coming from the Arabic Islamic library, which is very huge and full of surprises. And you will notice too that Shabir Ali is a very smart person who focus in the person, he don't focus in the debate. David, he focus on the computer. You will see that there's the balance here is not good. Shabir Ali, he don't look at the computer. He don't even have a computer in front of him. He focus in what you are saying. He focus on you. Try to take over your statements. And he never give an answer, by the way, Shabir Ali. So in order to debate someone like Shabir Ali, like once I heard Sam Shamoun and David Wood saying, Shabir Ali is the best between all the scholars right now we know. The fact Shabir Ali is no scholar. Shabir Ali is no scholar whatsoever. He's not even close to be a scholar. Like, what will make Shabir Ali a scholar? You tell me. Nothing. He have a PhD from Canada. He cannot even read his Quran correctly. So a degree have nothing to do with knowledge and scholarship. So Shabir Ali debated David. Shabir Ali debated what his name, Nabil Qurashi. Shabir Ali, I think, debated Sam too, Sam Shamoun. But Shabir Ali will never dare to debate me. And ABN, they challenged him. He accepted in the beginning. The second he heard that this is a Christian prince, he apologized. He said, I am busy with my PhD. And since then, he is busy with his PhD. So don't ever think that Muslims, they will go for debating me. Like you see, like this guy, his name is Muslim by choice. He keep posting videos of debates, right, in his videos. If the Muslims, they know that the debate was too bad for the Muslims, they will never post the debate in their YouTube. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. If the debate was bad for the Muslims, Muslims will not post the debate in their YouTube. You will not see one Muslim debate, posting my debate, like what his name in Storing Christianity. He don't dare to post my debate with him. What his name, the other guy, the kid, Nader Ahmad. He have a debate with me a long time ago. A funny debate in Paltalk. He said in the beginning of the video, all the comments, or underneath of the video on his website, all the comments which is humiliate the Prophet is taken out from the video, from the debate. When the whole debate is about Muhammad having sex with a goat. So what is left of the debate? So they took everything off. So Muslims, they choose who they will debate carefully. They will debate David Wood. They will be debating Nabil Qurashi. They will debate James White because simply those are easy target. Their knowledge about Islam is very limited, extremely limited. If I wanna debate, if I am a person who don't speak Arabic, forget about my degrees in Islam, forget about my knowledge in Islam. But just by speaking Arabic, that gives you a very powerful advantage. And Shabir Ali, he know the weakness he have. You see, they saw when I debated a Muslim scholar who speak Arabic, what happened to him. So what will happen to him if he is a person who doesn't speak Arabic? If the one who speak Arabic, he is an imam, he spent his life studying Islam, I tortured him. So what will happen to Shabir Ali if he debated me? If you go and see the debate of Hisham al-Husseini, you will see how crazy he was going. Munadara. Hisham. Let's see if we can find it now. Here we go. If you watch the debate, I don't know if you saw it, but for sure, like if you speak Arabic, you will really enjoy it. This guy, he was going really crazy. I made him lose his mind. Let us skip the ad. This person Al-Husseini is very smart, very, very smart. They have Fox News, they have 4 interviews with him. They could not corner him. 4 interviews with Sean Hannity. When I debated him, I made him shish kebab with no exaggerating. If you read the comments of the Muslims down there, you will see how much the Muslims are so upset from the debate. Very much upset. Actually, the Muslims even they are complaining that maybe we paid this guy, So actually, if you watch at the end of the video, you will see how crazy he go. He really go. He loses his mind. He start jumping. He start like let me take you to that point when he start really going crazy.
الحقيقة الإسلام يريد أن يقارع أعداء موسى وعيسى، فنحن ندافع عن موسى وندافع عن عيسى ونحارب أعداءهم من الذين يدعون اليهودية.
He was flipping right and left.
نحن ندافع عن موسى وعيسى سلام الله عليه. ثلاثة، أن أريد أن أسألك يا أخي لأنه مساحتي جدا ضيقة، أريد أن أسألك بأن عيسى
and he keep complaining, he keeps saying this debate is not fair, this debate is not fair, simply look at his face. I advise you to go and watch it, even if you don't see the I mean you don't understand the English, you will see how much bad it is. So this is why Muslims will not debate me, because when they listen to those debates, look how he will start jumping like crazy. When I talk he go really crazy. Yeah. He started talking to himself. Anyway, I am open for any Muslim who debate me. If he dare, that will be really a happy day for me. I like it and I enjoy it. And but as I said, the issue, how we can find Muslims to debate us. So if there is a Muslim, he challenge you and he say he want to debate, tell him we would love, we would love to see a debater, debating Christian friends. All right. Is it logical to debunk Islam just by proving Isa is not Jesus? That is not really the problem if Isa is Jesus or not, because I try to find out where Muhammad got Isa from, so it might be that Isa is coming from Isos in the Greek. It might be, so it might be not. We don't know really where he got Isa from. However, if Muhammad talking about our Jesus or not, still Islam is not valid. For a very simple reason, we will use the logic of Islam. The Quran speak about, like, are you going to debate? Are you going to debate and dispute about or argue about Abraham, and you came after Abraham? So if we use the same argument the Muslims they have, we can beat Islam easy. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. The Muslims, they have a logic. So if you want to debate Islam, you have to go by their logic, not yours. Take my advice always. Don't use your logic to debate Islam. You need to use the logic of the Muslims. And I will show you what I mean. If we go to the Quran, like, you can choose any topic really. The first thing you need to do, listen to the Muslims and see what he want to say to you, what his claim is, what his argument is, and then from his argument you can refute him. So if a Muslim want to say to you, I don't know what to say, you have to give me a question. Like, can you be more specific? To debunk Islam in which way? There's tons of ways to debunk Islam. You have to give me a question, specific one, and I will tell you how to answer the question. Islam is a big topic, and each question have an answer. What is the answer when Muslim says we are all born Muslims as well as the prophets? That's a good question, actually. What we will say if all of us we are born, if Islam says all of us we are born as a Muslim. All right. Well, you know what? If we are born as a Muslim, then when we die, we should go to heaven because we are born as a Muslim. Correct? This is the logic of Muslims. If you are born as a Muslim, then you have to go to heaven because simply you are a Muslim. However, there's many ways to prove that this cannot be true. Muhammad, he said there's a story where an infant, he died. When this infant, he died, Aisha, she said to Muhammad, this infant is lucky, he will go to heaven, he is a bird from the birds of heaven. Muhammad, he said to her, like, seek refuge from Allah, Aisha. Allah designate for heaven who is going to be for heaven before his birth. Who is the one who asked me the question? I forgot his name. George. George, are you listening to me, George? If Muhammad saying that Allah designate for heaven who is going to be for heaven and who is going to go to for hell before his birth, that's mean you are not born as a Muslim. Because if you are born as a Muslim, you die as a Muslim, you should go to heaven as a Muslim. Muhammad, he refused to accept that the child will go to heaven as a because he commit no sin. Are you getting my point? This child, he commit no sin. As long as he commit no sin, according to Aisha, he should go to heaven. He's a Muslim. He's from Muslim family. He commit no sin. So why he will go to hell? Muhammad did not accept such a thing. For Allah made for hell people of hell before they are born, and made for heaven people of heaven before they are born. So the idea of saying we are born as a Muslim, it's against what Muhammad teach himself. Like as an example, Adam himself and Moses, they have an argument. Adam and Moses, they have an argument. And Moses says to Adam, because of you, we are going to, we are out of heaven. So Moses says to Adam, don't you see that this is my, the sin, my fate, that what I did, was written in my fate 40 years before my birth, before my creation. So Muhammad confirmed that a child who is born of a Muslim family not necessarily will go to heaven. That defeat the argument of us being born of as Muslims. Same time, when a Muslim, he says that everyone is born of a Muslim as a Muslim as birth, and then his family, they make him Jew or Christian or etc. Then how this person later he convert to different religion? And what if someone is born out of any family? I mean, an orphan, they don't teach him about anything. No Christianity, like communist. He's not necessarily will be a communist. It's a funny argument and have no base of it. I don't know if I answered the question you have, George. Actually, the one who asked the question, not George, I think it was, sorry, Sodred, yeah. Will you be in ABN and when? Yeah, supposedly they want me to be in ABN this coming month. They have an apologetic marathon. I told them I'm willing to be there, but I need to know first who is going to be with me. If I don't like the ones who will be with me, I will not be there. Any other question? It seems every time I find something bad about Muhammad, they always say it is an unreliable story. Well, if it is not accepted a story, so why it's written in their books? Like those stories, you are getting it from where? Yellow Pages? You are getting it from the hadith, right? Well, then you should tell them, this is not my problem. This is your problem. Because this story is coming from your book. And it was okay story for the last 1400 years. Today is not good story because it's going to expose Islam. You see, the Muslims, they have two standards. When they are living or speaking in a Western country, they try to cover the problems Islam has. But if they are the one in charge of your country, they will say, yes, the Prophet used to kill and used to rape. You like it or not? They will bring you in chain. We will kill you. We will, etc. So what? You don't like it? And then you will not dare to say no. So the Muslims, they have two faces. It's a one coin, have two faces. Face facing the West and face facing the East. When they are speaking to the East, they say the Prophet did, the Prophet killed, the Prophet, etc. We will kill, we will, etc. But when they speak to the West, because they have no authority, then they speak about how good and how nice Islam is. All right. In Surah 4, Allah says that Isa did not die on the cross. But does the Quran not say? First of all, the Quran never said that Jesus did not die in the cross. Did not say that. All right. If you go and read carefully, let me show you. I want people to learn how to read carefully. I understand you are reading translation, right? But even with the translation, we can find a good answer. This is the verse. Let me share it in the screen. Chapter 4, verse number 157, right? Okay. You can take any translation you want of your choice, and we will read together. This is Yusuf Ali translation. And they said, we killed Christ Jesus, the son of Mary, the messenger of Allah. But they killed him not, nor crucified him, but it was made to appear to them. All right? Actually, this is a false translation. Let me show you another translation. This is Yusuf Ali. And they're saying, surely we have killed the Messiah, Isa, son of Maryam, apostle of Allah, and they did not kill him, nor did they crucify him, but it appeared to them so. And most surely those who differ therein, etc. This is false translation again. Let's try a different one. And because of their saying, we slew the Messiah, Jesus, son of Mary. You see how the language changed and how the translation changed. One saying surely, one saying we slew him. There's a huge difference in translation. They slew him not, nor crucified him, but it appeared into them. Let us see the last translation there. Mohsin Khan. Until now, none of translation is good. And because of their saying, we killed the Messiah, Isa, Jesus, etc. But they killed him not, nor crucified him, but it appeared for them. All right. None of them is good, so we cannot really use any of the translation. However, later I can use their translation for different purpose. And they're saying that we killed the Messiah, Isa ibn Maryam, the messenger of Allah. وَمَا قَتَلُوهُ وَمَا صَلَبُوهُ وَلَكِنْ شُبِّهَ لَهُمْ. They crucified him not, and they killed him not, but those who they are differ in about it, they are in suspicion about it. Okay, if you analyze this, That's why I said I'm going to use a translation later. If you go here in Yusuf Ali, so it was made to appear to them, and they are differ about it. So the Quran here is not really confirming that the crucifixion never happened. The Quran confirmed crucifixion, but the Quran confirming that the one who crucified, he looked like Jesus. He looked like Jesus, but doesn't say it's not Jesus. Another way, the Quran confirming that yes, the look of the Messiah was crucified. The look of the Messiah was crucified. But that was the look of the Messiah. It doesn't say anywhere here that it was someone else. Are you getting my point? No? Who asked me the question? George. Are you getting my answer, George? You know what I'm saying? You guys, is my answer, is it clear? The Quran doesn't say that there's different Jesus. The Quran saying that they crucify the shape of Jesus, but this is not Jesus. It appeared to them. When you say appear to them, it's mean what? They crucify shape, which is the shape of Jesus. In other way, the body of Jesus. Because what is the shape of Jesus? Isn't it his body? You know what I mean, guys? What this verse here confirming that the shape of Jesus was crucified, and that is coming from there's books is rejected in Christianity. All right, and those books, one of them is called the book of Peter. All right, and in Peter, there's a meditation speaking about the Messiah. Those books are not Christian books. We reject them. They are fake. All right, and he's meditating, like he have a meditation about the Messiah, that the Messiah is too holy to believe that he was in this cross. So as if I see you there, but you are not there. So the Muhammad, he took that idea from there, that those are a group of cult in the time of Muhammad will exist, who believe they are so strict in Christianity to the point they don't believe in Jesus to be a man, to be crucified. Jesus, the Son of God, there's no way God will let him crucified. So the Father, he took the Son and he made the look of the Son appear to be in the cross. And Muhammad, the fool, he adopted this idea. So what this here confirm, that the look of the Messiah was crucified, the body of the Messiah was crucified, but those people believe that the body of the Messiah is not really his body. This is a borrowed body. Let's say you borrow a uniform. Are we following, guys? When you borrow a uniform, so when the Messiah was crucified, this is the uniform was crucified. That was not really the Messiah. I hope you are getting my point. So the Quran does not confirm that the Messiah was not crucified. No, confirm the shape of the Messiah crucified. Like I changed a Muslim here to show me where the verse saying the Messiah was not crucified. It says here clearly, it was made to appear to them. What is made to appear to them? His body to be crucified. So the shape of the Messiah, according to the verse, was crucified. The body. Who, look, if you read with me carefully here, you will see that there is a crucifixion happen, There's a crucifixion, and the crucifixion was for someone who appeared to be the Messiah. So what is a crucified is the appearance of the Messiah. The appearance of the Messiah. At that time, some of those Christians believe, or that certain cult, they believe that the one who was crucified is not the Messiah. The real Messiah is already in heaven. This is his appearance. It's not someone else. It is the body. They believe that the Messiah exists before his birth, right? Actually, we believe in that too. The Messiah says, before Abraham, I was. So this body is a body he borrow or he create to appear in front of us. So what was crucified is the appearance. I'm not sure if my point is clear to you guys. Is it? Anyone is not understanding what I'm saying? I don't see any comment about it. Anyone have a comment? No, nothing? All right. So the Quran never confirmed that the Messiah was not crucified. The Quran confirmed the appearance of the Messiah crucified, and that is the Messiah. You know how you can say this is the appearance of the Messiah. The Muslim then they come with a story saying that someone else was cloned, but this is not in the Quran. There's nothing like this in the Quran. The Quran never said someone else was cloned and looked like the Messiah. So when they say to you this is a story is not accepted, can you, what about you say to him, can you prove to me that this story happened, that the one who was crucified was his appearance? And what do you mean by appearance? If they say to you someone else was a clone, can you prove it? Someone, he came 600 years after Jesus and he is telling us a story about Jesus. He never been there, he never saw, he never witnessed. You know, the Muslim, they say to you that the first gospel written 60 years after Jesus, and we don't accept it. Then they accept Muhammad, who came 600 years after Jesus to speak about Jesus. Right? And same time, like George is saying, so Allah, he tricked the Christians to become Christians. Not only he tricked the Christians, he deceived us. That's why my book is called Deception of Allah. Allah, according to the story, if what the Muslims saying that there's a cloning happening, it's mean Allah, he deceived everybody, starting from the Christians, to make them believe that the one who was killed, it was the Messiah. However, the Quran doesn't say that really. The Quran is saying that the appearance of Jesus was the one crucified, not the real Messiah. So we have now, according to the Quran, we have Messiah and we have his appearance. And actually that will make me believe more that Jesus must be God. Because if the Messiah have a shape of a man, appearance of a man, in the same time when you kill the man, you are not killing the Messiah. That means the Messiah is super more even what we thought, to the point you can crucify his body but you are not really hurting him. And this is what those people they believe that the Messiah, the one was crucified, it was the body of the Messiah, but the Messiah is not really his body. He was exist before his birth. This is their philosophy. Because the Messiah, he exists, he is the Alpha, he is the Omega. So before his birth, he was exist. So you killed what? You killed the body. But this is not the Messiah. This is their philosophy. Right? So you can take it as something accurate, and it can be taken as something wrong, because it's true and not true. Why? Because let us say the Messiah, he came to us in this body, and this is what was crucified. Well, this is how we know the Messiah. We do not know the Messiah in different shape. We did not see the Messiah in different look. This is the look we saw the Messiah, so this is the Messiah. All right. Any other comment about this issue? And actually here we need to ask ourselves, how come Muhammad, Allah did not save him from death by poison, but he want to save Jesus from being crucified? That doesn't make sense. How come the Quran is speaking that the Muslims, they kill prophets? The Jews, they kill a prophet, but yet the Quran does not tell us who is the prophet who was killed by the Jews. Is that Jesus? Who is the one the Jews they killed? The Quran simply is a you know, like it's an empty book. There's nothing really there. Islamic law, there's no Islamic law really. I'm not really worried about Islamic law because there's no such a law. Islamic law, if you want to talk about Islamic law, it's meaning when the day you see people stoned in the street, when you see beheading, when you see cutting hands, that Islamic law. The rest is not. All right. So there is no Sharia law really. But Muslims, they try to implement their ideas in the society to be accepted slowly, so they can take over. But yet, even in Islamic society, nobody is practicing Islamic law. Like, where is the Islamic law in Egypt? Isn't it funny that Muslims, they want a Sharia law in USA, but they don't have Sharia law in Tunisia, in Algeria, in Morocco, in Egypt, in Iraq, in Syria, where the Sharia law is? The only places Sharia law is practiced is Saudi Arabia, and not 100%, maybe let us say 90% of it, and in Afghanistan and Taliban, and in ISIS and Al Qaeda. That's it. The rest of the Islamic world, nobody practices Sharia law. So Muslims themselves, they don't practice Sharia law and they don't follow Sharia law. They are, you know, it's kind of hypocrisy. How can Muslims believe in the Quran if Muhammad did not write the Hadith? Well, Muhammad did not write the Quran too. You see, the Quran, I believe strongly the Quran is written long after Muhammad's death. The Quran today we have nothing to do with the Quran Uthman himself he collected. There's a huge difference. And Muslims do not have any original copy of the Quran anyway. Like they say to you, we have original copy of the Quran in Istanbul, in the Constantinople in Turkey. But the fact, according to scientists who study this manuscript, it is written at least 700 years after Muhammad. They claim it's 300 years. So according to their claim, the earliest manuscript they have is 300 years after Muhammad. They don't have any original thing. The first interpretation for the Quran came in the At-Tabari. You know At-Tabari? I don't know if you know At-Tabari. Like I was reading actually before we open here. This is At-Tabari. You will see here the number 310. You know what does that mean? This is the first interpretation book ever for the Quran. The first interpretation written is 310 years after Muhammad. And this is why the Muslims' interpretation is messed up, because there's a huge distance between the time the Quran happened and written, or let's say is coming from Muhammad, and then when it's collected, and then the time it is explained. And this is why you see every verse have tons of explanation, and none of them agree with the other one. Look how many explanations in endless. This is the most famous ones. Actually, there's endless. Like this one here, they say 303. I don't believe it. I think At-Tabari is earlier than the An-Nasa'i. This one is 211, but I don't believe it. I believe At-Tabari is the earliest. Anyway, maybe they mean the time they collected. I don't know, but the interpretation of the Quran came long after Islam came to existence, and you know, there's a huge distance between the time. I think here what they mean, I'm not sure what they mean by the T. Anyway, the T in Arabic here next to the number. The interpretation of the Quran is very confusing because each one of them have no connection with the religion itself. Each one of them, he's trying to build his own understanding, his own, let us say, explanation. And like, look at this verse here, you know, about the interpretation for this verse. There's nothing there. Where's the interpretation? It's gone. You know? Why? Because the writer here, he could not have any interpretation. He have no idea what to say. Like the interpretation before it, it was many pages, and this interpretation is just 2 lines. You know, if we go to this guy here, let us say here, and we check the interpretation for this verse, you will see how big it is. For some reason, my computer is going slow. All right. Look how long it is, and then some of them actually many pages, and then in the other interpretation it's 1 line. So everyone, he tried to come with his own thoughts, but there's no real things. Muhammad never explained the Quran, and that's why the Muslims are very confused about their book. Any other question? Can you explain Surah 4:157? We spoke about it already, don't we? And 3:35:18. Surah 35:18 and 4:157. All right. We go to 35:18. You know, I don't like to read the verses in English because translation is really horrible and far away from what it is about. You know, maybe you want to concentrate in this sentence where it's if Allah He want, He can make you go and bring a new creation, right? Is that what you are focusing in? Yeah, you can't apply this to about Jesus. This is about that if Allah want, He can destroy you and He can bring something better than you. All right, this is nothing to do about the image of Jesus. If somebody says to you, we can apply this to this, no, he's not being very truthful. All right, this is simply is about if you don't obey Allah, He can destroy you and create another people. As simple as that. Actually, the translation here is very, very close, not too much accurate, but very close. All right. So this is have nothing to do really with 157. I hope I did answer you, George. Any other question? No more question. All right, sound like we have a good time together today, guys. And at the end, don't forget, if you like if you like to share and help in donation, feel free. Don't worry, I'm not going to buy an airplane with it, like this guy who want to buy airplane. All of you know what I do is a full-time, and we appreciate the help of any who really care for help. Under the video, you will see there's a link where you can donate if you care to do so. Right now, we have 24 people who want or who like to donate, and really I appreciate them, even though it's a small number, but the good are few anyway. So I'm not surprised, but I hope that those who really care, they will increase and they will help us in our mission. And I want to say thank you for being with us. By the way, if you go to the website to make a donation, you can create a nickname. The one will appear in the donation page. So like you don't want to use your real name, but when you make the donation payment, then you put in the payment method, you put your real name. So it's going to be like the same as in YouTube. You can call yourself whatever you want. All right. So later, if you want to post, if you want to make a post in my page, you can make a post to, let us say, to encourage us or etc. You know, there's post you can make there, and you can go and post. And this way, you are not using your real name; you are using a nickname. All right. So thank you very much for being with us. I appreciate it. And as you see, I'm losing my voice, so I have to go. Otherwise, maybe in half hour from now, I will not be able to talk. So thank you very much for being with us. And I really appreciate you guys. And I hope we did have a good time together and we learned something new today. Until we see you tomorrow, God is winning. I say, God bless. Christ is Lord. And Islam is false. I mean to that.